Hi everyone, welcome back to another Christian Reader 777 YouTube video. Today I'll be refuting the assertions of Rabbi Tovia Singer regarding the Septuagint. He says,
And my friends, the Septuagint was translated 250 years before Christianity. So I'm going to tell you something, you'll look it up everywhere. You can open any Septuagint in the world. There's no Christian scholar who would argue with me. The original Septuagint, all Christian scholars know this, was only of the Torah of the 5 books of Moses. The original Septuagint was only of the 5 books of Moses. It was not of the book of Psalms, not of the book of Isaiah, not Jeremiah. That was later created. And what you have today is the Septuagint that you get on Amazon is really a production of the church. It's of the 5 books of Moses. And in fact, we do not have a Septuagint today. It doesn't exist. The Septuagint today is a lie. And that's why, without even looking, I can't even see, the word Septuagint became a capital S, but it is not the Septuagint. It's uncontroversial. So
he asserts that the Septuagint was a Christian fabrication and that the Jewish translation of the first 5 books into Greek was lost. So what Tovia is saying, more or less, is that all Septuagints are Christian propaganda. These claims are not only arguable, but demonstrably false. When held up to actual data, Tovia's claims are not simple misinterpretations, but outright lies. We have publicly available evidence of this, such as the 12 Prophets scroll found at Nahal Hever, the Nash Papyrus from Egypt, Jewish stylistic choices inside the text of many Septuagint versions, and even copies of the Septuagint at Qumran, home of the famous Dead Sea Scrolls. The caves of Nahal Hever are linked to the Bar Kokhba revolt, and were likely the hideouts of Bar Kokhba's followers. These would have been devout Jews long after the divergence of Judaism and Christianity. The people hiding in these caves were Jews, hence we would not expect them to have a Septuagint book if it was a Christian fabrication. However, archaeology shows that there was at least one, if not more, copies of the Septuagint version of the 12 minor prophets found there. This shows that post-Second Temple Jews still had Septuagint copies. These copies also had distinctly Jewish styles. For example, spelling the name of Hashem in Paleo-Hebrew rather than opting for a Greek equivalent translation, such as Theos. To summarize, we have a group of ancient Jews with Septuagint of what seems to be Jewish origin. This is one example of ancient Jews using the Septuagint, but there are more. Another counterexample to Rabbi Tovia's claims of the Septuagint being merely a Christian fabrication is the Nash Papyrus, which, while not a Septuagint, is a Hebrew text that agrees with the Septuagint over the Masoretic text. Specifically, it arranges the 6th, 7th, and 8th commandments differently in the 10 commandments, or the 10 words in a more literal translation of the phrase from Hebrew. This Septuagint-style text in the Hebrew language provides possible evidence of a Hebrew source text of the Septuagint, although the Nash Papyrus would only constitute a copy of the source text, as it is a liturgical text meant to assist with the repetition of special scriptures like the Shema and 10 Commandments, which some ancient rabbis said were repeated together in antiquity, a practice which eventually fell out of favor. As though agreement with ancient Hebrew text and actual Septuagints being used by ancient Jews is not enough to refute Tovia's claims, there is also internal textual evidence of Jewish translators in some Septuagints. This internal evidence is the treatment of the sacred name of Hashem, which was put into manuscripts using Hebrew letters or in some cases Paleo-Hebrew letters. This practice caused some scribes to conflate it with the letters Payeda. I'll let you figure out how to pronounce that. There are other technical points such as Septuagint grammatical modifications and Masoretic text alignments that show the ancient Jewish community was very much involved in the production and preservation of this text. Now, I've made claims about manuscript evidence throughout this video, which is why I'm going to note that you can verify what I'm saying with an Israeli Antiquities Authority and Google co-production, the Leon Levy Dead Sea Scroll Online Archive. This resource can be used to confirm my claims about the Nahal Hever Septuagint and also my last point, which is the Septuagint was found at Qumran. That's right, Septuagint copies of the first 5 books were found at Qumran. Tovia claims that the legendary translation of the 70 was only the first 5 books, but that those were lost to history. The existence of the Septuagint at Qumran is a proof that the Septuagint was widespread enough in ancient Judaism to end up in the hands of the ultra-conservative Essenes, who would undoubtedly throw out any progressive Western fabrication meant to convert them. As a result of the manuscript evidence against the baseless assertions of Tovia Singer, we can say not that the Christians fabricated the Septuagint to convert Jews, but that the Jews fabricated the Septuagint without the Christians. Now, this sounds like a controversial opinion. So in accordance with the saying, 2 Jews, 3 opinions, I invite Tovia Singer to give his opinion on this video and for everyone watching to put their opinions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching another Christian Reader 777 YouTube video.